chest, rise and fall like the tides of my life, and the rest of it all. And your bones have been my bed frame, and your flesh has been my pillow. I've been waiting for sleep.
What are you doing? Get it.
I'm not expecting anybody.
Someone could have forgotten their keys.
Okay, well then they deserve to sit outside and think about what they've done.
Well, I thought the actors were so great and just performed their parts super well. And even though this was a short film, I really just got such a great sense of who all these characters were, which I think is a testament to your guys' ability to write good characters, but also the actors' ability to portray them. I thought the humor was so smart. The sister kind of trying a little bit too hard to be an ally. The bit with Dan being not who she thought he was, and just the ending scene in general were so funny and just such good examples of smart comedy. And I just think you guys did a really great job with creating a really entertaining story in such a short amount of time.
The dialogue was excellent. It was so sharp and quick throughout, and you could tell the actors really lived in the words. They didn't oversell any of the dialogue. They got it right on that sweet spot where it was just tossed out, and it allowed the humor to feel so natural and authentic. And it really just had this kind of like biting little sardonic appeal to it. And the pacing allowed it to really flow authentically, I felt, as well. They never indulged too long in any moment. And I think that allowed the humor to blossom as well, because it didn't feel like it was trying too hard. All the side characters I thought were excellent. The brief encounters, hilarious. The Save Everything charity, spot on. The performance art piece in the cafe, loved it. So I'd love to see actually this extended into like a full web series or a full TV series, because I really do think that the humor and the writing is there, and they clearly already are really great at casting some excellent talent that hold the piece together.
You really see this woman's perspective, her point of view. You can see her confusion, her struggle. It's wonderful. She's a great actress, but it's also the writing. The writing is really, really good, and the directing is excellent. So is the lighting. I love the lighting. I love the costumes were great. The set decorations were great. The locations were fantastic. All of the actors in this movie were great. The woman in the bakery is hilarious. The one who was making baked goods with our leading actress. It's just wonderful. And then that final scene is really fantastic too. I really, really enjoyed this, and found myself immediately. Interested and invested immediately.
Love the title. Title is great. And great script and great, wonderful actors. You know, I mean, I love the characters as written and as played. The actors all did a great job. These characters are very likable instantly and very easy to identify with the lead character's struggle and whatnot. It's a really great setup for her. You know, she's having trouble with her family, with her father, and then, you know, we get into the conflict she's having in her life, not being able to engage in a relationship. Her past with her family being part of the problem. So I mean, I'm in there with you now, and I'm interested to see what happens next. So very fun, very well done. It was like I said, well written, very well acted. It was nicely shot, paced. The editing was good, sound. Everything about this was just terrific.
I liked that it wasn't necessarily like the typical like love story, because it really wasn't, but it was still like the moment with the dad in the beginning, and then obviously it's two sisters living together. I really enjoyed all of that. I thought that was really well done. Having something like that where you're having a really intense conversation and one person is always off screen is really interesting, because then you truly do get the sense and the feel that the person that you're seeing is the one that really matters. It's her reactions, it's her emotions, it's her journey. And then just going through and like having her work day and then coming back at night and like having like what her coworker said kind of be playing through her head, and how that kind of like affected her or like was seeped into her brain.
This piece starts off heavy right off the bat with this conversation between the lead and her father. I love how they did that through the intercom where you couldn't see him, and so the focus is on her. There was a lot in that really short conversation, everything from family dynamics to her sense of self. And I would have loved if the piece had explored more of that. I was a bit disappointed that this relationship didn't come up again later. And so I'm hoping that what we got here was just a teaser of a longer story because there were some really interesting characters, and I felt like we were just getting a glimpse of who they are and I want to know more about them. I really enjoyed what I saw, so I'm like it looked really promising, and I'm hoping that there's more of this story.